Hello there, today I'm going to show you a brand new Topi Games game. It's a Harry Potter themed game and it's called the Wizard's Challenge. This is another game where you're going to pass different exams in the School of Hogwarts. You might have heard of the Spellmaster, which is another game from Topi Games that's just focused on passing your OWL, your Ordinary Wizarding level. In this game, you're going to pass every single different type of exam. So there's 8 different kinds of exams. You're going to accrue house points, and the idea is that the person with the most points at the end of the game is the crown wizard or witch, the best one of the year. The really cool thing about this game is that it can actually be played as an extension of Harry Potter A Year at Hogwarts, which is another Topi Games Harry Potter themed game. If you want to know more about that game, I've got plenty of videos on the topic. So, in Wizard's Challenge, you're going to be representing one of the houses, so Hufflepuff, Slytherin, Gryffindor or Ravenclaw. You're going to choose your house and you're going to put it on the start square. So we'll put them all on the start square there. It's the person who most recently watched a Harry Potter film or read a Harry Potter book is the person who's going to go first. And they will choose which exam they want to start with. Now, as I said, there's 8 different kinds of exams. And all the details of how to play how to do each of the exams is given in this booklet, but I'm going to take you through each of them now. The scoring is different for each of the exams because some of the exams are easier and some of the exams are harder, so the ones that are harder will earn you more points. And basically once you've passed an exam, you'll move forwards on the board depending on however many points, however many moves that particular exam allows you to have. If you fail exams, you can be forced to move backwards. So now let's talk about the different exams. First of all, for the Care of Magical Creatures exam. Now, for this exam, you're going to take one of these cards. Now, these cards serve for both the Care of Magical Creatures and the Transfiguration exams. So on one side, we've got animals. There we have dragon. We have, what else do we have? We have a cat, Crookshanks in fact. What you will do is you'll draw one of these cards, and let's say I've drawn Crookshanks. I now have 30 seconds to draw Crookshanks, and the other players have to guess which animal I'm drawing in order for me to pass the exam. And if you are playing with beginners or underage wizards, younger wizards, you can of course give them an extra sand timer. For the Transfiguration exam, so as I said, it's the same deck of cards. You're going to draw a card from the Transfiguration deck, and you have to then mime the object or character that's on the opposite side to the animal on the card. So here I would have to mime Albus Dumbledore. I'm not exactly how I would do that. I'd probably say, got a long beard, without talking of course. For the rithmancy exam, it's the player who is sitting to the right of you who is going to draw one of these cards. Now, on these cards we have both the name of the object or of the animal, and we have a number at the bottom. And the number is the equivalent of all of those letters added together, and the value of the letters depends on their position in the alphabet. So, for example, if I wanted to spell cat, it would be C-A-T, so that would be 3 plus 1 plus 20, which is 24. That would be quite an easy one. And I have 30 seconds to do that in my head. Now for the spell exam. For the spell exam, we're going to draw a spell card, and then I have 30 seconds as the player to memorise all of the information on that card. Now I have to memorise the name of the spell, so here this is Feliforce. I have to memorise what type of spell it is, so here it's Transfiguration, and I have to memorise the definition. So Feliforce transfigures a cat into a cauldron. And I also need to try and memorise the wand movement. Okay, so here it's a wand movement like that. And once the timer has run out, I will have 30 more seconds to say all that information back to the other players and to draw the wand movement. In the Defence Against the Dark Arts exam, you will also draw a spell card, and another player will also draw a spell card. You will have 30 seconds, as usual, to memorise the information, to memorise the spell. Then each of you will stand back to back, you'll take 3 steps, turn around and cast your spell. And the first one to do it quickly and correctly is the winner. For the History of Magic exam, the player to your right will draw a question card. On each of these cards there are 6 questions. So the player to your right is going to ask you them in order. And basically, if you get the first question right, they continue. If you get the second question right, they continue. If you get one of the questions wrong, they will stop. And the number of points you will win will be the number of questions that you manage to get right without getting one wrong. For the divination exam, I'm going to lay out all of the divination cards in front of me face down like this without looking at them. And then what I have to do is find the sign for the Deathly Hallows. And I can only reveal the cards one by one. So if I reveal a white crystal ball, such as this one, I'm allowed to reveal another card. It's another white crystal ball, I can keep going. However, if I reveal a black crystal ball, that means it's over, it's finished, I've lost. Let's imagine that I didn't reveal a black crystal ball and I managed to another white crystal ball, and I've got the Deathly Hallows. If I manage to find the Deathly Hallows sign without getting any black crystal balls, then I've won. And that exam is worth quite a lot of points because it's not easy. For the potions exam, you're going to take all of these potion tokens that I have right here, and you will have 30 seconds, one turn of the sound timer, to arrange these tokens in front of you as you see fit. So here we have ingredients for potions. I've got leeches, I've got bezoar, I've got scurvy grass. So I'm going to lay them out in front of me. And after the 30 seconds, I will take a potion card, and then I have 1 minute, so 2 turns of the sound timer, to find all of those ingredients before the time runs out. So, as I mentioned earlier, each exam will win you a certain number of house points and allow you to move forwards a certain number of squares. So each turn you'll move forward a number of squares, or backwards, depending on whether or not you pass the exam. If you land on a house cup square, so there's 4 of them obviously, you're going to draw a house cup card, and you will apply the effect of the card depending on what's written. So here, for example, this card can be played at the start of your turn. In herbology, it's herbology class, and the player to your right gives you one of the ingredients on your potion card at the start of the exam, so it's to help you in a potion exam. As soon as one of the players makes it to the centre of the board, the game stops. It's the end, you count up the house points, and the person who has the most is the winner. Harry Potter Wizards Challenge is a game for 7-year-olds and above. It can be played with 2 to 8 players, and it takes 25 to 45 minutes to play a game. It can also be played as an extension of the Harry Potter A Year at Hogwarts game from Topi Games.